By the end of this year, you're either going to have all your debt completely paid off or you're going to be well on your way to making that happen. I'm going to tell you 3 debt payoff methods that you can choose from, whichever one fits your situation best. If you go to my bio, I have a debt payoff guide that will show you how to make a plan for yourself. It will help you decide which method is best for you, so go check that out if you're interested. First, let's talk about the snowball method. The snowball method is you listing your debts from the smallest to the largest balance. A couple pros of this method is that you can get quick wins since your smallest balance is first. You can knock that one off and a couple more, and it can help you stay motivated, especially if you maybe have ADHD or you have a hard time sticking with things because you want to see results. This is what I would suggest you start with if you're a complete beginner. The snowball grows faster. One of the cons is that you can pay more in interest in the long term since your highest interest debts might be not paid off until later. Also, you can start with the snowball method and switch later on if you want to switch, but I would suggest if you're a complete beginner, snowball method. The avalanche method is the opposite, so you list your debts from the largest to smallest interest rate instead of balance. The pros of avalanche are that you get rid of those largest interest rates first, thereby saving you money long term because you're not paying those higher interest rates. The con is that it can take you longer to get a win. It can take you longer to knock off your first debt because sometimes your largest interest rate is going to also be your largest debt. So it can be a while until you see a win come through. These are the 2 most common methods, and I would suggest that you choose the one that you think that you can stick with. Okay, so if you can only stick with the snowball method because you're going to get the quick wins, go for that. The point is that you want to start paying off your debt, okay? For the custom mix, you can list your debts in the order that you want to pay them off in. So you don't have to list them from smallest to largest balance, etc. You can do them in the order you want. So you can knock off the small balances first, then switch to the bigger interest rates. You can knock off the biggest interest rates first and then quickly pay off those small balances with the snowball as it becomes bigger. The con is that it can confuse beginners. So let me tell you how this actually works. In this example, you see all of the debts right here. These are the balances, these are the current interest rates, and these are the monthly minimum payments. For the snowball method, this is the order that you would put these debts in, smallest to largest balance. You would start paying off this first debt of $500, and you would throw any extra money that you have at this debt. You would pay the minimum payments on all of your debts while doing this. So all extra money is going into this debt. Once it is paid off, you're going to take this minimum payment and roll it over here. So now your new monthly payment here is $50, okay? Plus any extra money that you were paying towards this first one, that gets rolled over as well. So say that you were paying $50 extra per month here for a total of $75. You would move that over here once this is paid off, and now you're paying a total of $100 a month on this second debt. Okay, and then once that one is paid off, you do the same thing. So that $100 a month that you were currently working with here is going to go to this next debt, and now you're paying $175 here, so on and so forth down the line. So you keep rolling over that extra and the minimum monthly over to the new one, and that snowball builds and builds, and it starts paying them off really fast. The same goes for the avalanche method. You would put them in order from largest to smallest interest rate and do the same exact thing. If you go to my bio, the debt payoff guide has a calculator where you can plug in all of your monthly debts and everything, and it will calculate everything for you. It will calculate the monthly payments. It will also include the interest in there, so you see exactly how long it's going to take you to pay off your debt, no matter which one you use. I have a snowball calculator and an avalanche calculator. If you go to my page, one of the first pinned videos is showing you how to pay off debt using the calculator, so go watch that if you're interested. This works for any debts, credit cards, car, student loans, anything. You plug it into this method and you just start paying, and you throw all the extra money you've got at it. I will say that if you do not have an emergency fund, build that first. Get at least $1,000 or $2,000 set to the side for you to fall back on if any unexpected expenses come up while you're focusing on your debt. If you make a plan and you start focusing on this, you are going to be surprised how fast you can pay off your debt. I have had so many people message me and say that they did not even think it was possible that they could pay off their debt. They were ready to file for bankruptcy, and then they went and got the calculator, sat down and put in all their debts, and realized it is really not even going to take them that long to pay it off. What is a year or 2 years in the grand scheme of things if you're going to be completely debt-free? You got this. You can do this. Let me know any questions in the comments and get to making your plan. You can do it.